VPAT stands for Voluntary Product Accessibility Template. So a VPAT is quite literally a template that we are going to fill in to create an accessibility conformance report, or ACR. Now, the terms VPAT and ACR are commonly used interchangeably in the marketplace. So someone might ask you to provide a VPAT when what they're really asking for is an ACR. But this is okay because it's understood that when someone asks for a VPAT, they are not asking for an empty template. They are asking for an accessibility conformance report so that they can evaluate the accessibility of your product or service. Just know that technically a VPAT is the empty template that we are going to fill in. Once the VPAT is filled in and completed, then we have an accessibility conformance report or an ACR. Now, let's go over a loose analogy to help you better understand what's going on here. And so let's forget about VPATs and ACRs for a moment. Let's just think about report cards. When I was in school, in elementary school, the teachers would have a stack of dense stock paper, and printed on this paper were tables that the teachers could fill out. And so there would be the different subjects that we were taking, and there would be the semester, and the teacher could then fill in our grades for each subject. And then once the report card was finished, then the teacher would give us the report card. And then in turn, we would show our report card to our friends, our parents, our grandparents. And so that is very similar to what is going on here with the VPAT. So looking at the analogy, let's now bring it forward to accessibility documentation. The empty report card, the template, is going to be the VPAT. The teacher is going to be the technical accessibility expert. Now, I didn't say it, but in this scenario, of course, the teacher used the homework assignments that we turned in. The teacher would take our test grades. The teacher would also take quizzes that we had taken throughout the semester, and they would go ahead and average those all out to come up with a grade. Similarly, with accessibility, you have this technical accessibility expert who is essentially going to grade your digital asset against a technical standard, and then they're going to create an audit report, and then from the audit report they're going to transpose those results to the VPAT, and they're going to use those results to fill in the VPAT. So I think this can help you understand what's going on here. Then the expert will issue you the ACR, and then you can take that ACR and use it to demonstrate the accessibility of your product or service. So you're going to show this to buyers, potentially users of your product or service, and other interested parties. So that is a good way to think about what's going on here. Now, the VPAT is a standardized document that is used internationally. So this is going to be recognized throughout the world. And as I mentioned, buyers ask for VPATs/ACRs to evaluate the accessibility of products and services. And on this next slide, what we have here is really the cover page of the VPAT. So these are the details that we're going to fill in. This isn't the actual material accessibility part of the VPAT, but it does show you initially what we're filling in. So at the very top here, we have company, and this is a placeholder. So whoever the company is, we're going to fill this in here. And then we have accessibility conformance report. And this is going to be for the WCAG edition of the VPAT. So that's right under that top line. And then we're going to fill in the details. So going back to the report card analogy, rather than your name and the grade that you were in, so let's say fourth grade, rather than including maybe the elementary school, here we're going to look at the pertinent details for your product or service. So we have here the prompts: name of product, version, report date, product description, contact information, notes, evaluation methods used, applicable standards/guidelines. So this is all information that we are going to fill in. So when I say filled in and completed, we need to make sure that we're not only completing the material accessibility for your product or service, we need to make sure that we also have these details so that we can know what the accessibility is connected to. The report date is very important. the name of the product, the version of the product are very important. So I wanted to show you here just a screenshot from the start of a VPAT so you can see where we begin filling in the VPAT. But of course, there's much more to this, but that is going to do it for this video. This is going to be an entire playlist. I will link to it in the description, and I will also include more resources to help you with VPATs and ACRs, including a plain English breakdown of all of the common questions that our clients have about VPATs and ACRs. I will include that PDF. It is free, no subscription is required. I will include that in the description as well as other resources. But this is going to be an entire playlist. And so there are many more videos to come to help you understand exactly what is going on with VPATs and ACRs. So we will continue on with the next video in this playlist.